Hi, what's up? It's Skippy. I got food. I'm going to eat it. Yes, I am. Yeah, I got food. I got all this food for like money. And I got sweet and spicy. I got a deal on the Popeyes app, and I was like, oh, it's that sweet heat. But I ordered some Popeyes. I was up in Sun Valley. Order on the Popeyes app, and then they gave me the food. You know, I got it. That's how life works now. It's like I don't feel like going in and order them. I'll order on an app. Call it a day. I got so much hot sauce, dude. Oh my god, I got so much hot sauce. Look at all this hot sauce. Look at this hot sauce. I got years worth of hot sauce, man. This kid was like, yo, man, you want this hot sauce that had like doo-doo stains on it? Look at that. I got like doo-doo stains on it. I was like, yeah, give me doo-doo stains. I got a lot of hot sauce. I got the sweet heat. I got the Louisiana hot sauce. I got me the mac and cheese, red beans and rice, and the biscuits. And this is what I want to do. I have leftover green salsa from one of my favorite restaurants at their El Polio Loco. And I am going to do what I love doing, which is putting El Pollo Loco's green salsa on other things because it tastes amazing. Like, I love the Popeye sweet heat. Never done me wrong. But tonight, I celebrate my love for green salsa. And because tradition, we make a slider. Speaking of sliders, oh my god. I've not eaten McDonald's in, I don't know, 20 years. Not a fan. I think it's disgusting. But I have been watching Perry Caravello live. And they used to send him. Oh my god, this sauce is so good. They would send him uh, filet of fishes because he hates them. That's good. That salsa sells it. This went from being a chicken slider to a torta. Mm. But the hell was I talking about? Something. What was I talking about? I fucking forgot again, man. I got high right before I fucking did this. It'll come to me. It's called the tip of the tongue theory. So you know, if you study psychology, tip of the tongue theory. If you forget what you're talking about, talk about something else. Maybe you'll get that derailed train of thought back online. In this case, it's not working. But you know what? I've accepted it and I'm just going to move on. I love that I just can accept things and move on. That's what I want to talk about today. I'm not like the rest of the world. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm not saying I'm worse. I'm just saying I'm unique and different. Always have been, always will be. It's just who I am as a person. But anyway, I think what separates me from a lot of other people is I'm grateful and thankful instead of entitled. Like, I'm just grateful that I have such a great family that loves me. I knew a lot of kids growing up that had divorced parents or stepdads or, you know, I didn't have that. You know, I had two loving parents. They fed me, clothed me, put me through school. I'm very grateful and thankful that I have such amazing parents. And I'll go even further. I'm grateful and thankful. I have such an amazing family because my older brother just came out here. Him and his wife, they wanted to go to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. They did. Said it was lame and not worth the money. But hey, they did it. But we went up to Santa Barbara. We had a great time. And my older brother, we're like complete opposites. Whereas I work in the marijuana industry and have for a very long time, he just sold his drug testing laboratories in Houston. That shows you the sides of the spectrum we're on. He's ultra conservative. I'm more of an anarchist. I just don't care about. I love freedom. That's what anarchy means to me. It's not, it's just the absence of rules. I understand rules are there, and I understand that I must obey some of the rules, like speed limits, I care about. Anything to do with public safety, because this anarchist does not want to kill anyone, ever. There's that book that Christians read called the Bible. In it, there's a little line. It says, "Do unto others you would have them do unto you." That's why I ain't killing nobody. I don't want to kill nobody. That ain't cool. Because I don't want anyone to kill me. Makes sense? But my older brother, he came up to this beautiful, luxury, spacious, one-bedroom apartment hidden somewhere in the hills of Hollywood. After he was done taking a leak, he was like, "You know what? I ain't got no job. I ain't doing squat." He's like, "What do you say I come out and stay with you while you go through your hip surgery? Because I have hip surgery coming up soon." The fact that my older brother volunteered his time, money, effort, everything just to come up here and take care of my punk ass, goddamn, I am so blessed. I'm so lucky. I can't wait, you know, because like we kind of there's this thing at the VA hospital. Well, my parents, okay, only things I've ever heard about the VA hospital were just negative stories on the news. And unfortunately, like a lot of America, my parents look at the news. TV is truth. No, it's a fucking it's infotainment. Okay, it's entertainment that's informative, mostly opinion based, to sell advertising. That's it. But they think it's truth, and it's sad. But all they hear is all they do is listen to right wing garbage. All they ever heard how horrible the VA hospital is. Oh my God. Close it down now. My God. Veterans are dying left and right. Then they came in town for my heart surgery. And they went to the VA hospital. How quickly they changed their tune. I am so thankful and grateful that I have the VA hospital. Joining the Army was one of the best mistakes I ever made in my life. I can't say mistake, more like rash decision. Um, I was in school suspension when my recruiter came in. I was in school suspension for being rambunctious and funny as always. That not giving a fuck about my first period class. So I spent most of my senior year in suspension. Lucky for the Army, they look for dumb students to throw in front of bullets so they can protect oils and banks' interests. They found me. I graduated with a 1.976. Meanwhile, I took the Army entrance exam and they wanted me to be a goddamn fucking general. But I got a lot of advanced promotions when I was in the military just for being. I was good at being a soldier. But like I said, I had my recruiter came in. I was in school suspension. He's like, "Is there Simon here?" Right here, dude. Hey, there's some pamphlets. I'm in a green pickle suit. What's up? Sergeant James. Sergeant James came over. He was like, "Yo, man." He was like, "Check this out." He's like, "You travel the world. We'll give you guns." Took like 5 minutes to convince me. I was like, "Where do I sign?" Because all I kept thinking about was like, man, I hate school. Like, school was my first 12-step program. School was just jail with a grade point average. I hated that shit. But in that moment, I was thinking to myself, if I hate high school this much, what makes me think I'm going to like college any better? And that's when I was just like, option. I'm like, to me, life is all about adventure and experience. Like, I'm broke as fuck, but man, my experience resume, my life has been your fucking bucket list. That's all I gotta say. And you know what? I'm very grateful about that. I'm very thankful. I'm very happy that I put forth that magnitude to move out to California, get the fuck off of the bar stool I was at in Pittsburgh, and just try. I had no concept of what I was going to do here in Hollywood, and I still don't. I just came out here, to get the fuck away from Pittsburgh. It was like Pittsburgh Exodus Part 2. Don't get me wrong, Pittsburgh is a beautiful town. If you want to raise a family or do heroin, Pittsburgh is fucking perfect. If you're a Steelers fan, my God, they would love you there. I'm not a Steelers fan, though. Sorry, I don't like sports. Sports are how straight men communicate their homosexuality, and I just think it's disgusting. Ugh. Just come out of the closet, guys. Just quit trying to hide it. Like, that's the biggest problem I have is, like, all these closeted homosexuals in the world. I outed myself a long time ago, so you should do it too. It doesn't hurt. Like, I'm confident enough. Like, when I came out to my parents, like, they knew. Like, they knew when they knew. I mean, all the signs were there. Okay? Like, I'll, like, the same way I came out to them is the same way I'm coming out to you right now. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid. This is something, it's me, okay? Honesty, truth. The only way you can be honest with yourself is to be honest with yourself. Don't give a fuck about what some bigoted Christian or some religious fanatic thinks about your lifestyle, okay? Because they're stuck in their own hell. They got to go to church every day or two and, like, read the same book over and over and over again. Tell me that isn't fucking hell. Isn't that funny how it's like they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? You think Jesus is going to come back? Keep waiting. But yeah, I came out when I was in high school, and my parents were very accepting of this fact. That's one reason. The whole thing is just about acceptance. Like, if you have hate in your heart, you just don't accept things because of your own personal insecurities or fears, and that's kind of pathetic. But, like, I had a wall poster that I stole from this store. I had a couple wall posters. I had the bikini girls with machine guns, Poison Ivy poster from the Cramps, wall poster in my room, and then I also had the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the Abbey Road EP, because before Mother's Milk, the Red Hot Chili Peppers were great. They were fucking great, and then they became these sellout rock stars. And it was so funny because I used to be called a FAG for liking the Red Hot Chili Peppers in 1985, because I saw them on a TV show called Thick of the Night, and I thought they were the most hysterical band I ever seen in my life. Had my dad go to this record store, it's an indie store in Pittsburgh, pick me up a copy, and that's when I started my fascination with the Red Hots. And then when they got popular, I was just like, because I was called a fag for a long time for liking the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then all of a sudden, 11th grade comes around, Mother's Milk, and we're all fags now, I guess. But it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, it's just a dumb opinion. But like I said, I came out to my parents a long time ago, and they were open and accepting. And I moved to the basement. I wanted to live in the basement because I just wanted to live by myself. Because I was living in a bunk bed with my brother, and I just hated it. He farted a lot. Still love him, but he farts a lot. But I wanted to live, in a room by myself, so I chose the basement. I was a basement dwelling son of a bitch, and it was fuck, I trailed off again. I completely forgot what I was talking about. God damn it, it was a good story, I bet. My mind's not working right. Hold on. Something about something. I was saying something. Oh yeah, coming out. Yeah, it was crazy when I came out to my parents. Yeah, it was because the thing is, it's like I said, it's all about being honest with yourself. That's why I feel bad for all these Christians, these closeted homosexuals, these Republicans that like they're holding it in like a fart. And the problem with holding it in a fart too long, it hurts. It's painful. You know, you got to let that out. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Is all I'm saying. But like I said, I want to get to this because, like I said, I'm grateful. I am thankful. I'm not some elitist. I don't think that I'm better than or worse than anybody. I'm just a human. I live on Earth. I just want to be happy. I want to be fed. I want to get a nap. I want to take a shower. I'm a very basic individual. That's one thing I love about me. Because of that, I'm able to go, you know what? I don't need some 7-course meal to make me happy. All I had was 3 chicken strips with some salsa that I like. And it was fantastic. Man of simple taste and pleasure. But I got to talk about this before I split. Okay, coming out. Coming out. Everybody, just be honest with yourself. Just come out. Be yourself. You know, like I said, I'm thankful and grateful that my parents were there and they understood me. I remember, like, they came down the stairs, both my mom and my dad, and they sat down on my bed. And I said to them, I go, you found the magazines, didn't you? And they were like, yeah. You know how embarrassing that is? You know, that your parents have to find out, you know, what you like by the porn that's under your bed. And it's just, you know, and I'm sitting there and, you know, I'm like, you found the magazines? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. I didn't deny it. I took ownership of the magazines. I was like, yeah, those are mine. And it was a Playboy and a Hustler and a Penthouse. It was like no 2 Hustlers in a Penthouse. And I was like, Mom, Dad, listen. They're like, no, it's okay. And I was like, what? They're like, listen, it's okay. You're a young man. You know, you got to discover these things for yourself. And that's when I came out to my parents. You know, I was like, listen, I hope you can accept me for who I am. And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm coming out. I'm coming out as straight. And they were like, it's okay. It's okay to be straight. And I was like, thank you. Thank you for thank you for understanding. Cause like, you know, like there's people out there who just don't understand what it's like. And I just, you know, I was happy that I was able to be comfortable enough with myself that I can, you know, open up to my parents, and that made me feel great. And I want to thank my parents. I'm very grateful and thankful that I have them in my life. You know, and also I want to thank all of my gay friends who came out to me over the years. Thank you. I want to say thank you for being honest with yourself, and I'm very happy that I could have been the person to hear you just be you. I was so God. It happened, you know, when I was in middle school. That's when it first happened. There was this kid. I'm not gonna mention names, but I used to go over his house and play Apple IIe. We'd play, you know, what's that stupid game? The Oregon Trail. We didn't have much back then. We had to make do with what we had. But he, in what, like 6th grade, openly admitted that he liked dudes, and I was like, cool. I'm happy to be an ally to the gay individuals out there who don't have an ally. Because to me, you're a people. You're a people. You're not a gay people. You're not a black people. You're not a straight people. You're not an Asian people. You're just a people. I keep it simple. I'm very childlike. I keep it very 5-year-old-ish. I'm just like, hey, I'm not gonna judge you. It ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. I like talking to people. Don't matter what you look like. I don't give a fuck. If you want to talk to me, I'll talk to you. I'm a nice guy. And also, I mean, it doesn't hurt to be yourself. Like I said, I came out as being straight, and my parents accepted me, and your parents should accept you, and your family should accept you. And, you know, like when I was in that gay punk rock cover band for many years and everything, and my parents used to come out and watch me perform, man, I was very thankful, because, like, none of the other bandmates' parents were coming out to see it. They were coming out to punk rock bowling and bringing me 2 cases of Yingling Lager. I have the best parents on earth, dude. They don't get better than mine. Swear to fucking God. Oh, that chicken was good. But anyhow, I'm grateful and thankful. And I'm grateful and thankful I got good friends. I'm glad my friend Claire's back in town. Happy back in town, Claire. I missed you, baby. You're the best. And we're going to go have fun. Probably do some karaokeing and stuff. Because, I don't got a lot of friends. I don't. But the ones I got are fucking spectacular. Like, I had to, like, my friends are on a very, very select short list. But I was explaining this because I had to help somebody understand where I stand in their life. Because people will call you friend when they are not your friend. Most of the time just to get something out of you. Okay? Case in point. Dude used to come over all the time and he would grab weed from me. Okay? And when he would, he'd call me, oh, you're my friend, Skip. I'm like, nah, I'm your dealer. No, you're my friend. No, I'm your dealer. No, you're my friend. I go, why did you call me today and why are you over here? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's why. Because you wanted stuff. You only call me when you want stuff. That's what I can't stand is like the fake friends. Like, especially because I've been selling like, marijuana for a long time. And the fake friends are the ones that just crack me up the most because they're the ones that just, all they care about is getting whatever they can out of you for the cheapest price and fuck them. But I'm just like, I'm to a point where I have, I can't blend the lines. Okay? Can't blend the lines. You're either a customer or you're my friend. Most of the time, that's how it works. Or you're an acquaintance. Like, I have, like, satellites and fans and stuff, and I'm not, There's a lot of people I don't hang out with anymore. And part of the reason is I don't drink, don't enjoy it anymore, and I don't enjoy hanging out with drunks. Unfortunately, when I left the punk scene, the only thing I had in common with everybody was the alcohol in my hand. It was weird. It's amazing. You quit drinking and you lose everybody you know. But kept the real ones. Real ones stuck around. Anyhow, all I know is I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and more people should be like that. Just be thankful that, wake up another day breathing, get a big gulp fucking peach iced tea. Don't hurt. Life's cool. Enjoy it while you got it. In the meantime, I'm going to go do something. I got to call my brother or something. I don't know. Anyhow, you have a great day. Be thankful. Be grateful. Don't be entitled. Entitled people suck. The only thing you got going for you in life is death. Don't make it any more complicated than it has to be. That's all I'm saying. Enjoy life. That's all you got. Take care. I'm Skippy Simon. Stay awesome. Okay? Okay? Yeah? All right, bye.